Hello everyone, welcome to this Switchy review video. Today I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about Switchy, and as always, if you do have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. I'll also be leaving a discount link in the description of this video so that you can always get your money's worth for Switchy. So what is Switchy? Well, Switchy allows you to boost engagement and conversions with custom retargeting links for your website, and essentially what that means is it allows you to take a link and you're able to basically customize it. You're able to specialize that link to do specific things, display specific things, and it's all really well integrated. So here we have our main dashboard. We have the option for our links here, and we also have our smart page. At the bottom we have the option to install the Chrome extension which comes with this website. You can also use that. You also have an integrations option, help center, account, and settings. So here we are on the main page, and we have the button for all links, and then we have folders, and then obviously an option to add a new folder, but we don't need to do that yet. So for example, if we put in a link to Google, we'll put https google.com, and then we hit switch it. And what this does is it allows me to put, obviously it gives me the name of it, the description of the link, and then we can upload a photo if we want. We're also able to add a pixels ID if we wanted to. We can hit add a new pixel, and then you can select the platform of which you want this to be for. So if we selected, let's just say Pinterest, or let's do TikTok, for instance, and then you name your pixel, we'll call it pixel 1, and then you have to find your pixel ID. Now, obviously, to find your pixel ID, it will be different depending on the actual platform that you're doing, but then you can add that as well if you do want to. You're also able to add UTM tags if you want to, so you'd put in your UTM campaign, your UTM medium, UTM source, UTM term, or UTM content. So UTM stands for Urchin Tracking Module, and what it essentially allows you to do is put a little bit of a snippet of code at the end of your link, so that although it doesn't actually change the direction of the link, it's almost like your own sort of affiliate link, if you will. And what it does is it allows you to transfer all the analytics from that link, and it allows the link to gather sort of things about when people click it and information like that, which then goes straight into your Google Analytics page. So it's a really useful feature to have, so that you can get more information into who's using your link, how many people are using your link, why people are using your link, all things like that. And then you obviously are able to choose your domain name. We have these two options that we can go for. You've got hi.switchy.io or swiy.co. And you can customize this if you want to. You also have the option to go into advanced options. So you're able to select a folder that you actually want this link to go to. You're able to add a few notes. So when you're looking back, or whether you're showing this to somebody else, there will be information about that specific link that you're able to look at yourself. You're also able to add embed widgets. So you're also able to have a widget that is obviously, but you do have to use your own domain to activate this option, as you can see. But you're able to have your own widgets embedded into your website and stuff like that. You're also able to cloak your links if you want to as well, but these two do require your own domain to be exist and not using one of your own ones that are built into the website. You're also able to deep links. As you can see, you can activate a deep linking on your website, and you're able to simply hit that on, but these are not supported for this specific link. You'd have to check the list of links that are supported with deep links. You also have the option to add tags. You can add a geolocation redirection, a rotator. You can basically have a little look to see where the expiration date of a certain link is. You can protect your link with a password. So if you only want specific people, maybe if they've paid for a product or a service or something like that, you can toggle this on. And you can put the password, which you will then distribute to people either through a paywall, or if you want it only to be people that you know personally, you're able to distribute to them obviously through a private message or something like that. Then you obviously can use favicon if you want to, if you have an icon that you want to include, and then GDPR pop-up, but you need to complete your privacy profile for that. And once you've done that, you will have to obviously generate a new link. So you don't want to publish this link anywhere on a website or to a large amount of people and then have to go back. So before you do anything, you want to make sure that it's exactly how you want it to be. And then you would hit get my new link, and then obviously you would be able to get it there. So once you've done and created your link, you can then find it in here. So obviously we didn't create it as you saw earlier, but once you have, it will appear in this section here. You will get analytics in relation to that link, and you'll be able to export, bulk import, create new links as much as you want. And also sort the analytics of your links through all time. You can see the values, you can see other values that you want, such as all domains, and then you can obviously sort the amount of columns that you've got, information about it, such as the URL, date, clicks, ID, stuff like that. Now, if we go to Smart Page, we're able to set up different pages that basically show information maybe once you click on a link and stuff like that. So once you've done this, you would hit the Smart Page option, which is just below on the left-hand side, and hit Create a New Smart Page. So they do have a number of templates, or you can start from scratch, but for the sake of this, we'll use one of the templates just so that you can get a nice idea of what it would look like. So if we wanted to do, say, a fragrance brand, you would select this particular one, and then it would come up with a nice little customization menu where you can customize this exactly how you want it. So you can change the color of the background to whatever you want. You can have red, black, Instagram theme, whatever you want. You can obviously change them here if you don't like any of these pre-selected gradients or colors. You also can change the actual shape of the button, whether you want them to have an outline, whether you just want them to have a singular solid color, or even have a shadow if you want to. You can also change the font between a plethora of different fonts that they have on option for you, and the option for a background image as well. You're also able to add blocks, so you can have text blocks, cards, YouTube videos, Shopify links, maps, anything like this that you're able to put on. So this is what a YouTube would look like, this is what a newsletter thing would look like, and this is obviously what a Shopify or a shop one would look like if you wanted to use that as well. Then finally, in the settings area, you obviously have the area where you're able to paste any code that you have, any body code from your HTML that you want customized onto it. You also have your options for share settings, analytics, leads, and block analytics at the top if you did want to use them. But these are things that you would go to at the very end once you've created the page and once it's all looking good. But obviously you do need to fix areas that it will detect if something's incompatible or whether it won't really look good on a specific platform. So you have a really nice way of actually going to them. So for example, button block, click here to fix one error in red. You need to add a link for this one here. Obviously then for the YouTube video, that also needs a link for it as well. So if you don't have a link, they won't let you do it because obviously it's not a functional website and you want a functional website for your clients and customers to be able to use. Obviously, hitting the Chrome Web Store icon will bring you to the Chrome Store where you're able to download your integration if you want to, and it will simply appear at the top right for you there. You also have integrations as well. So if you do want to integrate this in any way, shape or form with any of these different categories, you're able to do that. They have a vast array of different integration platforms that you can use, really depending on whatever type of thing you're using it for. You have e-commerce, music, productivity, travel, food, home, reading, anything like that, you're able to do. And it's not just limited as again to UK companies. You can do it for Asian companies anywhere in the world, American, European, these are all there. So that's a really, really great feature, and I really like how they've integrated that and made it inclusive for everybody to use. It's not just limited to one region. Then if you do need it, you have a help center where you're able to get help on any information that you might need. And then you obviously have your options for account and settings if you did want to. And the settings is interesting. You can add a custom domain if you have one. It gives you a little bit of information about how to actually add to them. You also have adding for tracking pixels if you did want to have a little look at stuff that people have done in your links. You also have your UTM tracking that we went over earlier, the ability to embed widgets that we also talked about. You have privacy pop-ups, so any privacy policies that you want to have, you are able to have these pop up for legal reasons or whatever you might want that for. You're also able to set a pop-up logo or a password link, whatever you want. And then you also have an API key so that you can integrate this directly with these links into whatever website you have really quickly, really efficiently. But that is more or less it for Switchy. So now it begs the question, would I recommend Switchy and why? And the overall answer to that is yes. It's really easy to use, and that's one of the things I have to admire about Switchy, because being able to have something where you're able to gain analytics on links, you're able to customize your links in really nice ways to go to custom, areas where you might be able to show off your portfolio or something like that, I think is a really, really great feature. You're able to see how many people are going to you, see whether the link is working or not, see how many people, grow your own individual freelance basis or your company from there. And it's a really great way of getting an insight into how many people are actually looking at your thing, and also being able to then target them as opposed to just knowing the information raw off. I think the website's interface is brilliant, and I think that they've done a really, really good job of securing, a link embed website and being able to customize that in almost an unimaginable large amount of ways. But thank you everyone for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.